So, Jake and Tom want to make a recommendation.
Daddy, tonight.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Jake.
Together,
We're Tom and Jake.
tonight we just wanted to recommend a documentary to everyone, and then we'll go.
It's about the men and one woman who abbreviated all 50 states down to 2 letters.
Now, all you need to know is that in America we have 50 states, and they each have a 2 capital letter abbreviation.
But that wasn't always the case. Up until, I want to say, 1973. So I will. Up until 1973, every state had its own length of abbreviation.
It was chaos. Massachusetts was MASS period.
Florida was FLA.
Utah was Utah. They just dropped the H. Not much of an abbreviation.
But then the post office said every state has to have a 2 capital letter abbreviation.
So they convened a crack squad of abbreviators.
They assembled a ragtag outfit of rogues, misfits, and ne'er-do-wells.
How often do well?
Nair. They ne'er did well.
They were assigned the task of abbreviating all 50 states down to 2 letters.
Now, we read the description of this documentary and thought to ourselves, how are they going to make a 98-minute film about a task that couldn't take more than 6 minutes to complete?
Boy, were we wrong. It was an adventure. Ins and outs and ups and downs, and friends became enemies and enemies became friends.
They started off thinking it was going to be easy because Alabama lulled them into a false sense of security. They said, Alabama, A-L. Holy crap, this is easy. We're going to be done before they stop serving breakfast in the hotel restaurant.
And the boss said, you know, if we finish before they stop serving breakfast, then breakfast is on me.
This other guy said, ooh, I hope they have an omelet station. Now, for context, the omelet station had just been invented, and it was sweeping the nation.
This other guy said, I'm not comfortable with the omelet station. I feel the omelet chef resents you. Why can't you want to be the omelet chef? Nobody dreams of being the omelet chef. Everybody wants to be the chef. Now, instead of giving orders, he's taking orders from your ugly wife and your stupid kids. I'm afraid one day he's going to snap, and I don't want to be there when that happens.
Why don't you just order something different, like Eggs Benedict?
I don't
Hey,
like
don't
holiday
say
sauce.
stupid.
Did you just say holiday sauce?
Yeah, why?
Because it's hollandaise, you moron.
The boss then intervened and said, you know, I hate to be a party pooper, but can we get back to abbreviating the states? We got 49 left.
Apologies were made and understanding was reached, and they got back to the task at hand. They said, what's next? Alaska? Everyone cool with AL?
But somebody caught it. One guy raised his hand and said, you know, I think we might have used that one before. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure. Let's check the minutes.
Hey, Dottie, read the minutes back to us, hon.
Every 1970s office had a wise-cracking secretary.
And this one's name was Dottie. She was a pistol, a real hot ticket. They said, Dottie, read the minutes back to us. And this is what she said. This is so Dottie. She said,
You mean the minute?
oh, Dottie, what am I going to do with you?
Spank me and send me to my room?
Dottie, you're incorrigible. Now read the minutes back to us, you rascal.
It's hollandaise, you moron.
No, Dottie, after that.
Oh, Alaska, AL, Alabama, AL. Hey, we did use that one before, boss.
It's okay, we'll come back to it. It's not going to happen again. It's certainly not going to happen 27 more times. Foreshadowing.
What's next?
Arizona.
Oh, there we go.
Arizona, AR.
There we go.
All right, Arkansas, are you kidding me?
Hey, we'll come back to, don't worry.
Okay. How about California, CA?
Oh, there we go.
Colorado, CO.
Oh, now we got momentum.
Connecticut, Cianova!
Somebody needs a timeout.
No, Dottie, not now, you redonkulous rabble-rouser!
By the time they got to Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, followed by Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, and Missouri, shots were fired.
They were at each other's throats. So they did what any savvy business would do, and they decided to hire a consultant.
So they brought in a contractor. I'm sorry, not a contractor, but a contractor. A man who made words shorter by abbreviating them or apostrophizing them.
Now, this guy was the best. He was a legend within that world. You wouldn't know his name, but you would know his work. He wrote such timeless classics as O'Clock. Now, many years ago, they used to say it's 9 of the clock, or it's 10 of the clock. But this visionary said, we don't need a f. I can do that with the sky comma.
He also wrote the Holy Trinity of Regret, would have, could have, and should have. He wrote the very innovative we'd have. He said, I can do we would have in half the letters.
But he was not without controversy. He wrote the most controversial contraction of all time.
He wrote won't. People said, how are you going to abbreviate will not without using a single L? He said, watch me. Are you saying I won't be able to do it? I just did.
Before you knew it, it was Washington WA, Wisconsin WI, and Wyoming WY.
And thankfully, that's the story of how the 50 states got their 2 capital letter abbreviations.